Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So, unless you've been living under a rock these last few days, you've just seen LeBron and the Lakers win the NBA championship against the Miami Heat, 4 games to 2. And because of this brought up more GOAT talk between LeBron and MJ. So in this video I'm going to tell you why I think LeBron is the GOAT, greatest of all time. Anyway, point number one, for years people said about LeBron, he never done the West, always in the East with the Cavaliers and the Heat. And this year, 2018 when he went to the Lakers, this was his chance to show people he can do in the West, and he showed people. First seed this year in the West, his first full year in the West, because he got injured last year. So he just dominated the West this year. Every game in the playoffs, 5-1, gentleman's sweep. It was just too easy for him. So that argument's gone now. LeBron can do it in the East and the West, something MJ has never done. Only in the East with the Bulls. LeBron, East and West. He's also got the Lakers their first championship in 10 years, since Kobe and Pau Gasol back in 2009-10. So, the Lakers were a dead franchise for a good 5 or 6 years. So, LeBron, he brought them back to their glory. He's made 10 NBA Finals in the last 10 years. 9 NBA Finals in the last 10 years. 10 NBA Finals altogether. He would have made it last year. He could have made it last year anyway if he didn't get injured. He would have gone against the Warriors, but then Lonzo Ball probably would have ruined it. So that's just 9 out of the last 10 years. Extremely impressive. Lives in the NBA Finals. 4 with the Heat, 4 with Cleveland, and now with the Lakers. Speaking of Cleveland, he got Cleveland their first ever franchise championship in 2016, and their first championship in Cleveland in over 50 years. Cursed franchise, just cursed Cleveland, and he brought them a chip, and not just a regular chip. They were 3-1 down against the Golden State Warriors. Those Warriors went 73 and 9 in the regular season. Greatest regular season record of all time. Beating Michael Jordan and the Bulls record. LeBron and the Cavs went 3-1 down and they came back and they won it. That's GOAT behavior right there. If that's not GOAT behavior, there's no such thing as GOAT behavior. He averaged over 10 assists this year for the first time in his career. Year 17, hasn't done it before. Averaged over 10 assists this year. Extremely impressive for the first time in his career. He's, as I said, year 17. He's still going. He's still the best player in the NBA. Age 35. All the games he's played, all the minutes he's played, all the playoff games he's played. Still the greatest player of all time. I still think the greatest player of all time, but still the greatest player in the NBA at age 35. Year 17. Coming up to his 36th birthday. Still dominating. And then also, I forgot to mention, he carried the 2017-18 Cavaliers team to NBA Finals. We all saw that Cavaliers team with J.R. Smith and the crew. They were proper ass. Carrying that team to a Finals, that's impressive on its own. Yeah, he got swept, but he would have won game 1 if J.R. didn't bottle it in the choke, man. He bottled it in the clutch. He choked in the clutch. And I love J.R., but he just choked, man. He choked hard. And the 6-7 Cavaliers team to a final against the San Antonio Spurs. That team was even worse. Anyway, he's the first player to win the NBA Finals MVP with 3 different teams. MJ's never done it. He's only done it with the Bulls. Bron has won it with the Heat, the Cavaliers, and now the Lakers. First and only player so far to ever do that. So yeah, and all the pressure that he was under when he came into the league, called the chosen one, had his high school games covered on TV. He meant to be the next MJ. All the pressure, and he lived up to it and exceeded the expectations. So fair, focusing for that. He's a 4-time MVP, regular season. He should have got it this year. Be honest, get out of here. He should have got it this year. He should have got a lot more years. But 4 times as it is, wouldn't surprise me if he got one more. His career average is 27 points, 7 assists, and 7 rebounds. Just get out of here. And this year, he's averaged 25 points, 10 assists, 7 rebounds. Unbelievable. Year 17, can't keep saying it enough. 4 times Finals MVP, as we all know now. 8 all-time in assists and 3rd all-time in points scored with over 34,000 points, passing MJ, what was it, last year. And I think he's gonna, by the time he retires, he'll pass Kareem and he'll be the highest point scorer of all time. He's a 16-time All-Star, 16 and 17 years, not too bad at all. As I said, still the best player in the NBA, still dominating like Giannis, Kawhi, bringing the Lakers to the ship. And playoff points he scored, 7,491 to MJ's 5,987 points. Which, it's understandable. LeBron's played, 10 NBA finals alone. He's made the playoffs. I think he's only missed the playoffs twice. So maybe 15 times in the playoffs. So yeah, you'd have a lot more points in him. But just, when you're a LeBron fan, you may as well get that stat out there. So yeah, overall, that's why I think they're just some stats, man, without getting into too much detail. I could bring up both their stats, like their turnover, steals. Who cares about that, man? They're just simple stats that we all know. And I just think it's time, as LeBron said himself, he needs his damn respect. And I think he is the greatest player of all time. And I'm one of those LeBron fans. I'm a Laker fan as well, but I'm a LeBron fan overall, man. And it's great to watch him do what he does. And yeah, I just think he is, in my opinion, the greatest player to play the game. I'm not taking anything away from MJ. MJ, he invented that. In my mind, he invented that post fade, in the clutch. That LeBron's also done a lot. That he just his go-to move. He just hits it here. Look at him, post fade. But yeah, no, fair fucks to MJ. But I just think Bron's better. It goes Bron number 1, MJ 2, and stick Kareem in number 3. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next upload.